live. I'd like to touch base on the reason why I'm live and what I think is transpiring here across the crypto market. One, I can guarantee you by the time this next week is up, you're going to leave no doubt in your mind just how manipulated crypto really is. This morning we talked about the fact that if you were part of the live, that $2 billion was printed in USDT. And by coincidence and by design, remember, it's minted and printed, but it's not yet available for purchase. And by coincidence, just like it's happened every other time they print Tether by the Tether Treasury, which is the US government printing Tether, and then they end up buying crypto and yada, 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 and make some big profits. I think it's a way to pay the deficit a little bit, but to each their own. So $2 billion is printed in by some miracle. Once again, the dumb blind luck of the government or the printing the Tether, the Treasury, that it just happens to crash. Remember last time we had about a 15 to 25% across the market? Once again, here we sit. They announced the printing of Tether, and now here we are. That's why this morning I said I think we're going to get a better opportunity. And we're starting to trend down here. Like I was charting a few different things here, and I looked at Ethereum very closely to try to figure out what the hell was going on here. And I think I figured it out. I think like this could have been the design and been like, oh, that kind of is flagging. But I think possibly we've already formed a little bit of this, which means we'd have to come down here and do a little bit of this. And if Ethereum comes down to $3,100, if we have a quick sweep, which I'm not sure it's going to happen, I would be all over it. Now, right now as well, this 33, if XRP can hold the $1.37, the cup and handle breakout and use that as support, that's one thing. But it doesn't often happen where we don't retest breakout areas. And, whether by design or by dumb luck here, it looks like the market's having that retest right now of at least the breakout areas and that minting on the Tether Treasury just by blind luck, as a matter of fact, folks. Remember that. It's just dumb luck after all. This coincidence happens over and over and over. But yeah, it's buffering bad. Not just me extremely choppy. Oh, this is excellent. I love it. Okay, hopefully that might have worked. I don't know. Let's see if it got better. Oh yeah, I'll repeat what I started. So yeah, now I would refresh everybody. Yeah, just let me know sometimes when that happens. I've been having a lot of difficulties on YouTube lately, so I'll have to reset the stream, which is weird. Who slept on XLM? We slept on XLM. No, we didn't. I bought XLM at 8 cents. All of you could have too. I tried 2 internet providers. Much better. Okay. Yeah, I have the best internet that's offered in my area. And it's still YouTube. It's not my speed. It's YouTube, and it really messes. I did all good. Fix, not me. I tried 200. All good now. One more. Looked like a big cup and handle for a while. Yep. Indeed. XM at 9 cents and over 110K. Relax. Oh, yeah. Yep. Nice. 110K. That is awesome. I got XM at 9 and still buy. Yep. Just close and refresh. It's much better. Yeah. Restart your app, everybody. I'm going to let you guys do that for a sec. Thank you, Trading with J-Ride, for not only being in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the XRP Diamond Hands badge, but sending a $10 donation. Tom, can you touch on gold prices once you're done doing your thing? Thanks. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I actually sent a message to somebody that I know off of here from doing this. And I actually told him that I think there's a lot of deception right now and nobody's paying attention to gold. Well, we'll go over all of that. But last week, I made it very clear in the mining stocks and all of that I had bought back in on B2 Gold at 268 and 274 or 278. I don't know. I think I have a 274, 276 average. And I bought back in on First Majestic. You know what? Screw it. Oh, I can't do it on here. I forgot I never put it back on here. But I have First Majestic and Fortuna Silver Mines I bought back last week at the end of the week, basically. Well, Fortuna I bought back earlier in the week, and First Majestic at the end of the week I was like, you know what? It's just begging it. It's begging you to buy it. So basically, what's going on here? And let me restart. And make sure to hit that like button as you come in. I would greatly appreciate it. Tanya, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. I appreciate that, love. JW, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. I apologize, I'm not going to be able to get to all the comments because of what was going on with the connection issues. So, what I'm looking at here is I really don't know with Ethereum. I think it could be set up in a bull flag here, and I'm almost willing to take this chance. JIOV, thank you for having been in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the XRP Diamond Hands badge, and also sending a $20 donation saying you are amazing in the sticker. I appreciate that. Wow. I can't believe you guys are sending donations today. That's crazy. With what's going on here with the markets, that's crazy. Wish I could have got to all the comments. George, welcome in, along with Jordan. Thank you both for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. Jorge, welcome in, and thanks for being in your second month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. CJ2 Pilot, welcome, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Kyle, good evening. Hey, Tom, went all-time high. We'll discuss a lot on the XRP chart, trust me. I don't know why I still have Ethereum charts out there. I think it's because I was trying to break it down. See how we came back to the support structures? I know in XRP's case, if we're in this descending triangle on this consolidation, it probably won't matter, but we definitely came back. The reporter, I feel bad. I just joined now. No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Lagging, good evening. We're rich. Hi, everyone. If you're lagging, restart your app. Restart the app or refresh it. Turn it off and turn it back on is the best thing I can say. I wish YouTube would tell us why this stuff happens, but I really couldn't tell you. Sue, I mean, you know, it's not that I don't want to, but I definitely, if we do get this dumped down like we're having, you know what, it might not be a bad time to add it. But I got to get through this XRP stuff in a big way here. In a big way. So we're gonna settle in here, but I'm gonna take control of this right now. I'm kind of being very back and forth, but I'm gonna have to be direct here and get through my point here. I was just making sure everybody was reconnected and yada yada yada. Oof. Well, I mean, there's always, you know, you always come back and retest the breakout. So would I be surprised? If the whole market's coming back for a retest, it's got some work to do then. I'm just going to put that there for a minute. But if the whole market comes down another layer, it kind of feels like to me that little push up we had this afternoon, we're going to see how fake or how real that really was. Because with XRP, I can say this until I'm blue in the face, but I can only show it. Why isn't this working? On it's like frozen on my app. I can't press the one side. It's weird. On TradingView. Does that sometimes. It'll like lock up only because I've got the comments right there, so it makes it harder for me to hit that corner. But with XRP, I'll just go back to the old general way. But XRP, we never retested here. And again, below that $1.37, we really want to be on the top side of that. This little pull up here took the steps up. Took the elevator up. Take the steps down. I always say this. If you take just think about this. And that looks like a topping reversal Batman top. It is what it says. And I'm not going to let it disprove I'm not going to be like, oh, that's not what it is. It's going to have to prove to me it's not a big topping reversal. So with that being said, I always say it takes the stair, why do I have the arrow? Let me get the drawing tool. I always say if you take the elevator up, you have to take the stairs down. You take the stairs up, you can take the elevator down on these head and shoulders, topping reversal, Batman tops, M topping reversals, bearish reversals, whatever the hell you want to call it. But look, took the elevator up real quick. Whew. Came around, took the steps down, right? If it does this, it'll be, and it's going to bitch and moan the whole way down, and we might even come to the uptrend at $1.18. Just saying. You know, and that's what it looks like we're doing now. Took the elevator up, took the stairs down, right? That's what it looks like we're doing. So that, for the fact that it can't stay above $1.37 leads me to believe we could be taking the stairs down. You want to see how it looks, Julie?
I see.
You take the stairs up. I'm going to show you. Since you walked all the way over here. You're like up close and personal, so I have to give you a first-hand experience here.
It looks like Michaela's Batman cookie.
It kind of does. See, it does look like a Batman. See? Michaela made Batman cookies, so...
They're really cute.
You know...
And bees.
And bees, too, for her school stuff. So, takes the stairs... Or takes the elevator up, right, Julie? Mm-hmm. Takes the elevator up. Takes the stairs down, right? That's what it's going to probably do. Mm-hmm. Unless... Down to yeah, and it's either going to be 122.50 or it's going to reset the pattern on the uptrend. And that's where you're going to find out the big manipulation, because you're going to go, it's over, it's out. And that's what I feel like is going to happen. You get a 50% retracement from the $1.60 from the move. It puts you somewhere around $1.18, $1.50. I'm not joking. Like if you do a 50% retracement from the low to the high and then you bring it 50%, in between, we kind of cut it in the middle. So you're looking for at least a 25, 30% retracement. I mean, you're getting it right here if it happens. Huh? What? Yes, it is definitely pointing down. But if we can stay on top, listen, that's only if the stairs have to be taken. We can invalidate the stairs because nobody wants to take the stairs down. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get some buying power so we don't have to do any physical work. And we'll get lucky here. Tom needs some advice. If you had 95,000 XRP, 20,000 XLM, and 15 of H-bar, would you... Hold on. That is a very hard question. Let me get my phone out so I can actually read this. Let me pull this up real quick. I'm sorry. I want to read that because I think it was an important question from you. You had a lot of holdings. Okay, I seen that. Where's this at? So 20,000 XLM and 15,000 of H-bar. Would you distribute the ratios or just sit tight? That's a tough one. If you would have asked me this 4 weeks ago, I would have said you're very underweighted in XLM compared to XRP. And with that ratio, just because of the pricing, I really tried to hammer this home. Fuck, man. Now I missed my own opportunity if it's going to happen because I'm an idiot. But I'm going to see if this takes the stairs all the way down or if we're actually going to reverse out of this. But XRP was doing rather well. It was only 40% where we were at on this rally up from like getting back to its all-time highs. It was even closer when I got up here. But the example was around this area. And most of the other tokens are like 90, still 90, 95, 88%. So if you're asking me, now I'm not a financial advisor, you know, but I really do see a problem here in the short term. Like I see a problem, and it's not a bad problem. It's a consolidatory problem because when you start looking at all these, watch how universal this ends up here. Just start watching this. We've created this, however you want to put this now, we've created what should be a channel here. And being that as a channel, we're going to have to come down and we're going to have to figure this out. But you're asking me about, would you flip it into H-bar? Would you flip it into XLM? Well, at this point, the problem is you waited, the question's being asked now when the XRP and XLM ratio is back to about its typical 3-to-1. It was way out of whack at 7-to-1, 6-to-1. That's why I was buying more XLM than XRP. Because the ratio, it's almost like the gold-silver ratio. It was too out of whack. So, with XLM and H-bar and all of this, I mean, H-bar, if you go to its all-time high, I don't advise any of it right now on a retracement. XRP or XLM obviously went up a lot more than, or XLM went up a lot more than some of the others. But H-bar from a perspective, you're talking all-time highs around 55 and 21. And right now, H-bar is down 77%, bless its heart. If you go to all-time highs with XLM, and look how much XLM closed the gap here. It's at 51 cents. I even slept too much on XLM. I kicked myself in the nuts here, excuse my French, for only having, you know, that 12 to 15,000 range when I should. But then again, I'm not mad because I divvied it up in my other stuff as well, so you can only spend so much. But knowing that XLM was at 8 cents and the ratio to XRP was so big, I kicked myself. I should have bought more. But XLM is only down 35% from the top now. You see where we're going here? Now, if you go to something like, oh, my baby DGB, and we'll go to XRP right after this. My baby DGB, who's been known to overperform the market in volatile moments, from 18 cents is still down a solid 93.6%. Remember, XLM's only down 35% from all-time highs. H-bar is down about, what was it, 36, 34, something like that? No, 72%. Now, XRP from all-time highs, which I'm not doing all-time highs with XRP because we have to go, just hear me out, we have to go cycle to cycle. So in 2021, we can do both just so you can see how differential it is. But we're going from the 2021 section because all those ones I showed you that made the highs in 21, it's not their fault in the last cycle they went to the high, but I'm measuring the last cycle where everything except XRP made its new all-time high, basically. So if you look at XRP from $1.98 to $1.37, hell, we'll do $1.35. You've got, let's see, I got to get up there to $1. And then we'll look at the all-time highs as well for XRP and do the same thing. But XRP from the 21 cycle to where it's at now, I mean, look at the rest of crypto. Besides like Bitcoin and Ether, it's doing rather well. It's down about 30%. It's about the same as XLM. But from all-time highs, it's a bit, bigger of a number. Like, you'd have to figure out which all-time highs you want to go from because all the exchanges are different. But I always say about $3.70. Call it in the middle. So if you do that, that's where you get the real discrepancy. XRP is still down about 63%. Not 93 or 94% like DGB or 72% like HBAR. But you get this all across the board. You get this all across the board. You really, really do. You get this all across the board. No, and with XLM, how many of you really thought buying it at 8 cents that we would look at a return? I'm just being serious. I bought my XLM at like 8 cents. It was on that uptrending support, and it wasn't just right when it broke out. It was way farther back. I watched the up, and it just sat there. But I should have bought more. At the top, it was up 632%. Right now, I'm still up 409. That's at 8.6. I'm way lower. I'm at the low 8. But that's still almost 500% right now. Now, I suspect it'll probably retrace. It's got to have a healthy retracement. Now, look at this. Ready? Because we bought before the breakout, let's say it has a catastrophic collapse right in everybody's eyes. Oh my God, XLM's back down to 44 cents. And we're sitting here saying 44 fucking cents. 44 cents. What are they so mad about? I'm up 400% here in the last month. But this is what they're mad about. Somebody FOMO'd in at 62, right? I guarantee it. And right now they're down 18%. By the time it gets here, they're sitting there and saying, oh my God, XLM's the worst investment ever. It's the biggest pile of shit. I'm down 30%. I'm never going to buy this thing again. Not even looking at the fact they bought it when it was 600% up. Just like the ones who were buying more XRP when it was at $1.60. I said it might be a benefit in the years to come. But there is no way that I was buying at 34 and 38 that I'm going to buy at $1.60. If it comes back down there, I'm going to thank my lucky stars. And we're going to wait, and hopefully it won't be 3 years next time. But alt season, for all intents and purposes, hasn't even started. So, to answer your question, it's impossible to tell you to flip from one thing to the next to the next. You know, if you want to tighten up your ratios because you have profits in XRP, like that's the other thing I don't know when you bought them all. You know, nobody does. And I'm not a financial advisor, nor would I want to tell you to do something. And then all of a sudden, what happens if you sell XRP into HBAR? HBAR dumps 20%, XRP goes up 37%. You panic, you flip it back, and then XRP dumps 12%, and HBAR goes up 71%. So, but right here, there is no way in heck that I would touch XLM at 50. If you were buying it at 8, or if you were afraid to buy it at 15, like this is where we're gonna have this brutally honest discussion again. If we were look how willing everybody is to buy at these prices. Where was this mindset when it was? I don't understand. Like I was trying to do this in real time. Like if you guys don't know the manipulation in crypto yet, you're gonna know it now. You're gonna understand it now. And like some people are like, Tom, when are you gonna sell your XRP? When I can use it as a actual currency, a medium of exchange. How about that? I always have extra when it comes down so that I can flip like I did when it got up. That's how you live. That's how you pay off your investment so you can invest in more. But I am not oblivious to what's coming here. But in terms of where we're going, you haven't seen anything yet. And this should make you confident to see just how much, when you want to put volume in, just how much it can pour in. Just how much. I'm going to take all these numbers off. No, I'm going to keep this chart. I'm going to go to a different one, actually. See, now it's working fine. All I had to do was reset it. So basically, we need to see if that's a reversal, if we're going to come down and retest, or if this is a bull flag right now that's ready to go to the next level. I can't, or, you know, just a nice shoulder here to jump off of. It's either we're going to have a big move up right now, or we're going to consolidate down on this Sunday evening, and then we're going to fly out of here with that $2 billion when it goes into actual conditioning. But I believe it's going to go to that $1.25 to $1.27 range. Maybe $1.22. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. You know, I just tell you what I see. But we are actually just getting started. Voice guide off. What did I hit? Where's the control? Oh, I was gonna say that's not my cool background. Still not my cool. There we go. But if you were gonna buy XLM or XDC, oh, hands down XDC at this point. Are you kidding me? Are you with how much XLM moved? If you had to buy something, but I wouldn't buy. I mean, I would wait. And see if this is a reversal here. But that looks like a huge bull flag. But these could also be reversals. So, but I think it's going to go down. I think I'm going to make that leverage trade for the community. The next one. I think I'm going to make it. Not XLM. I want XDC. But I think I'm going to make the next one. If XRP comes to $1.24, $1.25. And I really want that Ethereum. I want Ether. Bad. And at the top, I was up just about $500, 520 in copy trading. Right now, because of all the dips and selling where we have to sell and some that got stopped out, I think we're at plus 435 right now. So during this run up, you give some, you take some. I think we were down as much as 70, up as much as about 535, 540. And now we've settled in right around the plus 435 area if you're copy trading. But we lost 4 people. We lost 4 copy traders, which is fantastic, actually. Only because, you know, it's a cycle. So I don't want anybody leverage trading anyhow. I want you to spot trade so you can see these opportunities. I use the leverage trading to help me snipe a little bit quicker when it comes to my spot decisions. But look at this. Same thing I said this morning. I don't know about these last candles here. It filled out that technical move on XDC. This is the danger of buying it up here because these very well could have put head and shoulders in now. And I hope beyond hope. And I think because they did print the $2 billion in Tether, they wouldn't do this yet. But boom, boom, boom. Would they have the balls to do this right now and then do this? I'm just asking. Is this where they have the balls to liquidate every single long known to man? Besides the spot positions and have one of those cataclysmic back tests. Like nothing back tested these areas. So, you know, we're going to have one of those moments. We've already had one. But with all this Tether being printed, I doubt that they could have that kind of testicular fortitude and come all the way down there. But in no uncertain terms, XLM's gone up 600 and, what did we say, it went up 600 and something percent on this move, as to where XDC right now is up less than 100%. So a 6x move better than this, I would say your odds-on favorite would be XDC out of the bunch. I think XDC is extremely undervalued. Out of all of them that I see the best value, I'm not biased at all. You know, it might be a DGB. It might be my baby. Tom, how confident are you in DGB? Well, it's got 300,000 tokens. Got over 300,000 tokens. Remember, my goal is to get to 100,000 after I sold 10,000 in the bull market in 21. And, yeah. Oh, I could see that wick too. That's why I keep asking, do you think they could do it? Because look at it. Look what we never back tested, folks. And I've been very afraid of this. And this is why I pulled all my copy trades, all my leverage trades, and I just took the loss. You know, I took the, whatever it was, the loss that was in there. And I didn't even try to ride it back and forth because I said, you know, there's one thing that is really, really, really bothering me that I don't talk about a lot. But I have brought it up a lot in these past couple of discussions. What did we not backtest? It's just like XDC not backtesting. And that's why I asked the question, do they have the balls to do it so quickly that every single long position would be liquidated? Because look, we never backtested the rising channel here. Oh, I'm sorry. That looks like hell. How are you going to know what the rising channel is looking at it like that? Duh. Look at this. We never backtested the rising channel at 91. Somebody said there's a fair value gap at 89. They're on the freaking ball. That's why I love this audience. You are on. I'm assuming that's Nick who said it. Even though I didn't see the name. If he's in here. It could be somebody else. But I always remember Nick talking about the FVGs all the time. Really, we're on the same page when it comes to that. Because we were able to exploit it a few times earlier in the year. Yup, see, Nick. I knew it. $5 this bull run. Man, we got our sight set high. Guys, XLM just went up 600 and something percent. It's up 400%. Maybe this was the bull run. I don't know. For XLM. I didn't expect that for this. I was expecting 30 cents, I said. Not this. But anyhow, we'll get back to the speculation and conjecture. But look at XRP right now. Wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, here we go. So, we've got this rising channel that we never finished filling out. And the only reason I'm keeping this is because I have to for this consolidation. But see how the cup and handle, we were so confident we were coming up to $1.37. Had to come up to $1.37. No way it can't. This is how it has to go. You know, I was putting it in my headline, my titles, that it's inevitable. There's no way around it. We have to go there. Even if bearish, we have to go there. That was such a long cup and handle. So now we've done it. We succeeded. Cup, measured with the cup. Target is the cup in yellow. Handle is the white target at $1.18. Now, what did we not do this whole time? And I'm not trying to be the bearer, but we never back tested right here. And it's been a big concern of mine ever since we had $1.18. I said, please come back down here and fill that gap. And I was begging for it. And I was copy trading too. I said, I'll take the stop losses and then I'll buy it back down here and then I'll just make it all back when it comes up. That's my logic in leverage trading. I lose a few bucks, but if I keep riding the pattern and get stopped out a few times, I think my winning percentage is like 43%. It's got to be the worst in the history of copy trading to be up 350% or 320% or whatever. And seriously. Try to win 43% of your trades and be up over 300%. It's because it's all about your strategy. My strategy says, hey, you might be in and out for $10, $15 losses here. But when the cycle comes, yeah, even $30, $40 loss. But when it gets there, not bull run. Yes, bull market. I like that. But this, we never came back and back tested. So one way to avoid that fair value gap is to just keep running here. Keep running and we'll worry about it in the future. And let's get up to that 222 or $1.97. But this is really where it's going to come down to, that $1.37. Is he? Okay. Yeah. I'm already been 306 people are watching. Okay. And if you are watching, please make sure that like button. Only 138 of you have, but I can't be mad. We're going to kill him with kindness here. And remember, good night, Julie. I love you. The reason I do this here is I'm simply sick of all the hate in the world. I really, really am. So I made an educated mind shift. I really did. I made a conscientious decision, and I've been working on it all for the last couple of years. But we're going to kill them with kindness here. See, we're not the victim here. We never have been. We never will be. So if it's your first time here, we are not the victim here. We have never been and we never will be. So that's first things. We are the winners here. You are a winner. If you are watching right now, you are a winner. Not because your portfolio is 2, 3, 4, 7, 10 times what it was a month ago. Because I can tell you right now, like, I have a lot of things I'm watching. I'm watching a lot of things because I'm in a lot of things. But we're going to positivity over negativity. And being a winner, you have to have all the information from an education and news perspective along with the charts to make an informed decision. And that's what we do here. If you have that victim mindset, you're always trying to blame somebody else. Can't do that. If you want to get ahead in investing, you got to take your own blame. You got to take the licks. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I have to take the lick 57% of the time in leverage trading, only winning 43% of the time. And that's not a joke. Not a joke. I'm not joking. And yet, you know, I can still have the benefit of the doubt that, you know, I'm up plus 300% doing what I do. So it's not about the wins and losses. It's about the actual entries. It's about the plan. It's about understanding a strategy. I don't like losing money, but at the end of this, if I have to lose $50 and I'm already up all this money, but I mean, come on. Because then if you don't risk it, and the same situation over and over, because I'm looking for the same setup. That's why I don't like to short the market. I'm looking for the same kind of a precise setup. It fell through yesterday. So overnight, I got stopped out. I was stopped out early in the morning. Same thing. It wasn't because I got liquidated, but where my risk tolerance was, where I said, if this comes through here, it's over. And that's what happened. It came through and then XRP went below 130. You know, and it just, that's what happens. But right now, I feel like I need to focus because I don't know if this is the opportunity right here or if the opportunity comes a little bit lower where I suspect it might. But with that 2 billion being printed out of Tether, you got to understand, like, that's something. That's not nothing. That's not a nobody. That's not a no story. That's a big story. And right now, the fact we're back testing these formations with what could be a V shape here is also not nothing. Because if we hold $1.37, we're off to the races. I'm just saying, if we hold $1.37 tonight, and this we can materialize, instead of a topping reversal in the short term, we can materialize what is like a savior candle or whatever you want to call it. It's not a God candle. But when you have something like this, you come around, and then all of a sudden you bounce out, and you're like, oh my God, that was a big fake out. And it ends up just being that in a longer time frame, right? I talk about this in 21 a lot. What looks like topping reversals in bull markets are often just big shoulders. It's just a layer up defense. And that's what I am hoping happens. That is what happened there. Because it's a perfect retracement right now. It's a perfect retracement. Well, I mean, the technical target for anybody who thinks that with XRP, the next move up is $2.22. We do have $1.70 and $1.77 that was created with the consolidations. But the first big target out of that 7-year consolidation wasn't where we've hit. That was just a cup and handle that formed within that long consolidation. 222 is the next big target. And then somebody said $5. The ultimate target right now is right there, and that comes with the 7-year consolidation. And how do we get there? I'm glad you asked. I am glad you asked because it's my honor and privilege to go through this chart like I always do. Now, look at the volume. I'm going to continue to point at this. Look at the volume. Does it look like it's there from 21? Like, let's be honest with ourselves, folks. Let's be honest. I'm right here. Does that volume look anything like we remember in 21? And we'll get to the point. CJ2 Pilot, thank you for not only being in Tom's Army for, how long does that say? Let's see if CJ2 Pilot says something else. It was way up in the top. I couldn't see it. But thank you for the $4.99 or $5 donation. I greatly appreciate that, my friend. In many years in Tom's Army, how about that? We'll give you credit for many, many years. But let's go back in this pattern. Let's go back in the pattern. What is this? That is not the right pattern. Let's go back in the pattern. Learn a big lesson this morning. They liquidated me this morning, started jumping from crypto to crypto and lost money. Decided to get back in at XLM at 57. Average again from having a 24-cent average before getting liquidated. Oh, Christ. I don't know if you might be newer or might not have been in here, but I talked yesterday a lot in the live, even this morning a lot in the live. I talked about in the last couple days. I've talked about how traders will benefit here. I mean, holders are going to benefit. The traders are going to get wiped. You know, it's always good to be a leverage trader on the way up, but then on the way down, you know, it's not so fun. Mike Honcho, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. I greatly appreciate that. I'm going to go. I got to go help my son real quick. Come here, buddy. Tommy. Come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I know. You're tired. I know. Come here. Is your phone dead? Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I gotta go help my son real quick. So this is gonna take a minute. Hopefully it won't take too long, but this is gonna take a minute. So, I guess you can watch the charts in real time, unless I should just log off. But I think I'll be able to come back after. But I gotta go help him real quick. Let's look at this in the smaller time frame so you guys can see it in real time. Come here, Tommy. Come on. All right, sorry about that, everybody. I might be bouncing around here for a second until my son's stuff gets ready. See, so $1.3850. Ethereum bounced back up to 33.39. This is why it's hard to get distracted, see? I know, buddy. Hold on. It's not ready yet. You gotta be patient. So my bag at my fun bag at $1.08. Laugh out loud too early, but it's okay. I still have this. Yeah, that's all about where your personal setup is. But the fun bag, I'm sure, was up a decent amount by then. So we've got $1.38 down 3.19% for XRP, but it is starting to move up here a little bit. Ethereum, though, I see is at 3,339. I'm trying to get a feel of what this market's going to do. It came up in the 3-minute. That looks a little bearish. But that's a small time frame. What am I doing in that? Oh, because I let everybody watch. What was your initial investment? Family and institutions. Sorry, my son's a little sensitive to the noise right now. So let's see. It's not ready yet, buddy. It's not ready yet. I'm sorry. Gotta be patient. I still think Ethereum will get knocked. I didn't see what that said. I need to read what that said. It's almost done, buddy. I promise. It's almost done. You're being very patient. Sorry. For any parents out there, I'm sure you can understand how it can be sometimes. I know my son's tired, but he's waiting for something to get done, and it's going to take like probably 5 more minutes. Once it gets done, though, he'll be fine. Hold on, buddy. I know. Hold on. Yeah, I love you. Yeah. It's almost done. Hinting Ethergate. I still think Ethereum will get knocked down to 2,500 for a minute. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. But for Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is either consolidating up and it'll hold 97,369, or it'll have to come down to 94,801. It's very hard to determine right now, but this is where we're going to see. I mean, it looks like it's, remember that $2.2 billion or $2 billion that was printed in Tether. That tells me that we have to be, optimistic here, cautiously optimistic. And I'll just say that. Trump on with the backing of PayPal Mafia, Peter Thiel. Tommy, here. Come here. Come on, Tommy. Come on. Here. Come on. Let's go in here. You got school in the morning, buddy. Come on, no. This way. We got school in the morning. Come on. Okay. So let's see if we can finish this strong here for the next 10 or 15 minutes. This is what I usually deal with. So the fact I do as many updates and lives I do is amazing. It's amazing. Guiding light in the darkness of cryptomania. We are all here because we are not. Yep. I agree with, we are not. Yep. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. So here's the bottom line. Because obviously I'm distracted by my son right now. But the bottom line is here is that if we hold $1.37, this rally can continue right now. If we don't, the next layer to come down to is about $1.24. Oh, that's the other one I drew up. But we're set up in that $1.24 area. It is what it is. If it comes down, we could come down here like $1.24, $1.25. It just all depends. Unless it bounces out of here, that's why it's so important to look at the separate analysis. Because this was the top of the breakout. This could be like 122, 123. But if it, like I said at the start, if it holds 137, this could be moot. That kind of looks like more of a bullish candle than bearish here as well. That kind of pulled down farther than it was. And now it kind of looks like if it can pull back up here in the next 41 minutes, that's not so bad. That was like a liquidity candle. It could be. I mean, it could. You never know. That could have been the scare right there on the Sunday night, right after the flip of the clock. And now we kind of bottomed from earlier, hit that retest from the short-term breakout at $1.37 on XRP, and then prove that we could hold that area. But now, if we want to try to break out to the next layer, it's gonna take a minute. If you start looking at this, we're just projecting here. Like, we don't really have a big setup here to where we can say this is what's happening. But we can project here a little bit. So I was projecting a little bit just to kind of see how it would look. So, but right now, I mean, it's tough. It's that if it wasn't for the $2 billion that was printed by Tether, or minted by Tether, I would say we're probably going to come down and retest farther. But that $2 billion is throwing me off because I know once it gets put in circulation, this whole thing changes. And like I said, is it by some miracle that it dumped down and then it got all bought back up earlier? And then it dumped down right again. Is it any miracle that Tether is sitting? I mean, I don't know. Something just seems like we could have a. Let's just we're going to feel the manipulation this week. I mean, I think we're already starting to see just how manipulated the crypto really is, because it feels like right now we had the election. Trump ran on crypto. I mean, so did Harris for a certain sense. But you know, now you got to pay the hands that feed you, so to say. So. Is it any surprise we're getting a wealth transfer right now through crypto? I don't think so, because the general populace is oblivious to digital currency. So, but with that being said, I'm going to end this here because I got to go help my son. I appreciate everybody who was tuning in. I'm going to, you know, tomorrow is a new day, but I'm glad we were able to spend some time together. We did pretty good, I think. So pay attention to what I was saying when I could say it. But I'm going to go help him. It's the right thing to do. Have a blessed evening, everybody.